Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another episode. So, I've been getting this question a lot lately, and what people are asking is, Eric, one, how do you keep your baitcaster clean when you're fishing those really swampy ponds with full of moss and stuff, because the goop just gets all on my baitcaster? Well, I'm going to show you all how to do that, and then after that, I'm going to show you all what to do, because what to do when you start running out of line, because if you keep putting on new lures and stuff, you're always taking off that little bit of line. So over time, you really lose almost half the line on your spool. So I'm going to show you also how to spool a baitcaster. So part one, we're going to clean this bad boy off. We're going to take it off because as you can see, it's got like green muck all over it. It's got all this moss stuff still caked up there. The handles are all green. So we're just going to clean that up and touch it up, make it look a lot better for you real fast. So step one is you're going to take it off your rod as moss falls all over my desk. That's awesome. Just love it. Just adds texture, I guess. And then you're gonna take it off, press your rod down, and then I don't know if y'all can see, but it's green all. And it's green all in there. It's green all in the back. It's just nasty. So whole line. So you're just gonna strip it all off. You're gonna loosen up your drag. And just take it off. Throw it on the floor. You don't need it. Just go take it off. And sometimes this can take a little while depending on how much line you have on your spool. So you're just going to take up all this old line. Okay, and you come to the point where, of course you have it tied off, so you're just going to pop that off. Make sure the knot and everything comes off with it. And then you're left with just your blank spool. Okay, now from here, this is where we start cleaning. It's all dirty, it's all mossy right in here. And that can really affect how your baitcaster, performs, because it works on these little bars right here. And if that gets gunked up with moss or anything, it just does not perform near as well. So you have to always make sure that it's cleaned very well. There's no obstructions blocking it, so the guide keeps flowing like it should. So let's just get to clean it. Like I said, all I'm using for this is Clorox wipes. If you have a little bit of oil, go ahead and put the oil right there on your guide rod. That way it acts so much better and so much smoother, and you'll have a lot better performance. So I'm just gonna take Clorox wipes. I'm gonna get all that off in there. Ugh, look. Okay, see? Now she's all clean. Now, this is the part that if you do have any type of oil, WD-40, anything like that, you want to insert that right here on the little guideline right here where it goes on that metal rod. You want to insert it right in there so it acts nice and smooth. I got some oil right here, and if any of y'all are wondering, it is beard oil. Don't judge, it still works. So you're going to take it, just get you a very small bit. You're going to put it right in here on the guides. Get it nice and lubricated. You don't have to put a lot, just a little bit right in there. Right there. And then you're just going to wind it so that oil gets all nice in there. And you can feel it gets so much smoother and smoother as you go. It's just amazing. And then you got it. And just, wow. Amazing. Okay, so now that our baitcaster is clean and oiled, now the next part is to put on the line. So this is usually how I do it. I use, this is a cheap version. I think this is the Zebco. You get like 500 yards of monofilament. I use the 15. I go from 12 to 15 when I'm bass fishing, because I think those are just the lines that work best for me. I'm able to cast a far distance, but at the same time when I hook up those Mondos, I'm able to have a really good hook set and pull really hard. So those are the line lengths, the line strengths that I use. So now we're just going to put on the line, and this is the way I do it. It's a lot easier. So I have it taped off right here. Take that little piece off. Take it. I have your little piece of line. I know y'all can't see it, but first thing you do is you put it right through the hole, the guidelines. Pull it through, and then you're gonna want to put it through one of these holes. Usually, stupid line. It's all curly. So what you're gonna do is you want to put it through one of these holes. Okay, I got through. Okay, now I've seen some people on YouTube do this. What they'll do is they'll, instead of tying a knot when they get it through the hole in the spool, what they'll do is they'll tape it off, and I'm sure that works, but I always in the back of my head I'm wondering, what if I get a huge fish and it starts taking a lot of drag and it gets to that very end and just pulls that tape off. I don't want that to happen. You know, it's just a small chance, but I don't want it to happen. So what I always do is I tie the same knot in my spool that I do on my hooks and stuff. So what I usually do is I go through, okay, so go through, make a few twists, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I come down, I go through that hole down here, and then I just pull. Get a little saliva on it so it doesn't cut into itself. Tastes like Clorox. Not the smartest idea. Don't do that. Okay, so after you got that, you pull. Okay. And then it's on there pretty good usually. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better. And then the little extra that you do have, you can just snip. Where are my scissors? Ah, here they are. Okay, so you take your scissors, and whatever little line you have left, you just go, bink, pop it off. Okay, so now that it is tied off and it is good, you can pull and it's not coming off. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, you're gonna start slowly reeling it in. Let me set my drag. There we go. So you're gonna slowly just start reeling it in. There we go. Now it's wanting to cooperate. No, it's not. Okay. Okay. So, it's up there, and you're just going to start reeling. This is how I have it set up, because obviously in the side was not working. So I'm going to put it on top so it cannot go anywhere. And the screwdriver is just to hold it in place so it doesn't want to jump off. So what you got, you got it like this, and you're just going to start reeling. You're going to make sure that line is going on your spool even, because if it's not even, that's going to cause a whole lot of problems later on down when you're trying to cast real far, and it has a higher chance of backlashing, so watch that very closely. You want to make sure your line's going on your spool very evenly. You got a little line right here on your spool, and that marks your full mark. So me, I like to cast really far and get like really far out there, so what I do is I usually put it like just a little bit under that line mark. So here's, you're gonna keep spinning, reel it in, reel it in, reel it in. Make sure you get a good amount on there. There. Okay, almost there. It's almost right under the line. All right, and there we go. See, it's right there. And that's your spool. So now that we have all the line spooled up on our baitcaster, now you can put your baitcaster back on your rod, which I still need to clean because it is still very dirty. But I just wanted to show you all that, how to take care of your baitcaster, how to properly oil it, and how to properly spool it. Everything I used here, I used the 15-pound Omniflex by Zebco. It's a fluorocarbon line. 15 pounds, I used just some beard oil I had at home to oil my baitcaster, and it works. Has a nice mint smell to it too. And I showed y'all how to properly spool your baitcaster. Now, I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope this was a little how-to tutorial, and hopefully y'all can use it, and when you're putting your stuff together, it helps. I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you like the content, please turn that red button gray for me. Hit that thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, please leave in the comments below. And as always, guys, keep it real, keep fishing, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
I don't give a damn if you all listening to me, cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it. I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being honest. I'm just doing everything I promise, cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist. And I know I'm not